Okay, starting to record and going live with streaming in 3, 2, 1. Should be said. So I'm posting to Twitter. I can close that out. And let's take a look at Kick. Make sure we're streaming. Awesome. And we're live. I hope everyone's enjoying the holiday season. Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. And let's get started with the Machine Dreams drawing. So if we take a look at our Etherscan, there were no new purchases this week, so we can jump straight into the fan drawing. So let's take a look at how many pieces we have in our database, and we can get to some updates as I'm drawing the number. So as of right now, we have 1,088. Let's draw a number between 1 and 1,088. May have to switch my network. Yeah, I actually have to switch. And pull that back up. So let me draw that again. Okay, cool. So that's prompting our transaction. That should generate a number, and this is our VRF contract. So that should pop up in a little bit. Same thing as usual. A request will be sent. We'll wait for the request to be fulfilled. And in the meantime, while that's processing, I'll go over some quick updates. So yesterday I was actually on a podcast with Nervape with James from the team. We kind of went over a bit of my background, some ideas on the Machine Dreams, where did it come from, some concepts that I'm playing around with there. I wish we had a bit more time to talk about the project and just general ideas of Web3 gaming and where the future of this space is going. But take a look at that. It'll be out, I'm assuming, in a week or two. I'll definitely post it to all my socials and let everyone know when that's available. And if you haven't already, check out the Nervape podcast. They have about 4 episodes up, and it looks like last week they were speaking with Echo, which was the creator of the NFT collection. So that should be a pretty cool conversation. Besides the Nervape updates, there were some issues with the website. So if you take a look at the website right now, the last image I posted was December 14th, so that's a few days ago. And I started to put together this log to manage all the different issues that are happening with the website. And we have about like 260 different images that weren't published on the website. And I'm going through it one by one, taking all the information that would go into the NFT mint, and the information that's published to my database that allows it to be displayed on the front end. So out of this so far, there was one issue where it wasn't generated. Let's see, because Stability AI was down, so that was one instance. This green one here was me successfully updating the database. So going back, making sure that the image is available. I've made that update successful. So this was my test run. Looking down here, it looks like there was an issue where it didn't post to Twitter, so it stopped the script from running. So you can't actually find the image for 11:15 3 p.m. I believe that's p.m. So yeah, you won't be able to find this image that wasn't generated. I'll have to do a bit more research. And there's one other post like that where it wasn't able to generate. But most of the images were actually generated. They were successfully saved to IPFS. The issue is that IPFS takes a bit of time for the pictures and images to become available. So it propagates through all the nodes in the network. Then it becomes available for you to use. And the way this script works is it's publishing to IPFS, then reaching back out to IPFS saying, all right, what is all that information, the name, the description, the link to the image, and then saving it in my database and allowing people to do a lazy mint on my front end. So that step between it saving to IPFS and it updating my database, that seems to be the issue for the majority of this. Like if you look at all these white kind of rows here, that's the issue I'm running into in all of these cases. So the good thing is most of the script is running without any issues. The bad news is it's an IPFS issue that I'll have to work through. So I've already posted to their Discord. I'll be following up with their team to try to see if there's a way for me to get access to that data earlier. I know they have some information on like I think their gateways or their documentation that says if you run a node yourself, then you can have the files be accessible at an earlier time. So I may have to either look into running my own node, working with the team to see if there's a faster solution, or using other storage solutions. I mentioned Pastel in the past, so this might be an opportunity to look into that. But in the meantime, I'm going through each of these images that weren't published. I've already put together scripts to update my database for each one of these images. So over the next day or two, I'll be able to kind of backtrack everything that's been missing, make that update, and then we should have a one-to-one match between the website and what's being posted on Twitter. Unfortunately, that doesn't resolve the issue, so I'll have to do a manual update maybe every day or two, and I'll work with the team to make sure that gets addressed, and I'm no longer running into issues with IPFS. So that's the update. Once I'm done with this process and I've logged all the issues, I'll make a kind of cleaner version and I'll publish this to the website. So if anyone is looking for a particular image and maybe they don't see it somewhere, they can see this log and see where that image stands. So that's the update on Nervape. That's the update on the issues with the website. Let's take a look at our number that was drawn. All right, request sent 4 minutes ago, request filled. So that went through, and our number is 672. So let's take a look at our database and see what's 672. Double check that. Yep, 672. All right, BYU Cougars men's basketball. Let's see what this is about. Here's my Twitter link. And it looks like I'm pretty sure I'm probably the only person who shared this, so let's take a look. Let me go back to my database, pull this up. This image looks a bit familiar, so I'm wondering if this was the same one as last time, but I'm the only person who shared this, so there's no updates here really. So no one won the reward. Again, the money will stay in the wallet, but I want to take a look at this. So this was 4 minutes ago that was generated, 672. Let's see what was last week's. It was also 672, which is really odd. What are the chances that it would generate exactly 672? I don't really know, but you can tell that this was 7 days ago. This was 4 minutes ago that we just drew this number. And it happens to be that they're both exactly the same, which is like, I have no idea what's the chances of that happening. But luckily, the information is available on the website, so you can check my VRF contract. You can see all the numbers that have been generated in the past. We have other numbers here, like 359. 336. So we have a couple of different ones that were filled in the past, and none of them match. So it's kind of mind-blowing that we do have a match, but it looks like it's the same exact as last week. So unfortunately, there was no winners, but this is another opportunity for you to engage with the project, with the page, and enter for a chance to win. The other thing I want to point out is that as of right now, the holders wallet has about 0.065 ETH. So if you're interested in participating in the project and you mint one of the NFTs, you basically have like a 1 in 3 chance of getting your money back. But out of your purchase, you can potentially give an artist 0.045. So that's an opportunity for you to reward an artist essentially at no cost to yourself, because you're basically breaking even. So take a look at the project. I'm always around if you have any questions. And that's our drawing for the week. So we have the update of Nervape. Look out for that podcast coming out. Look out for the log for the issues with the website. I'll be updating the website over the next day or two so that it matches what's on Twitter. And tune in for next week. Thank you.